Hello guys, welcome to Albion Online. This is my first video, I think, on the newest when on the open beta, and it's been a while since the last time I've played. So yeah, there are a lot of new UI stuff, I think. Let's see no guild. Where's the Yep, the Destiny boards look fancier now. It's so that each branch actually has different shapes. So for battle, it's like a shield shape. For crafting, it's like I don't know, it's like hexagon. I think, yeah, for all the crafting. And then for gathering, it's like a circle with no, it's like just like circle, and for farming it's like a clover. So that's about it, I think. And yeah, we can even search for the destinies that we're looking for now, so that's good. I guess we weren't able to. The starting quest is still the same, gather 3 rough logs, and then I have to gather 3 rough stones. And it's nice that they actually, when I hover over the resources, it actually tells me what it is, because beforehand, yeah, they wouldn't show it. So you kind of have to try to remember it by your in your head what each resource looks like. And now we have to craft beginner's mercenary jacket. We have to craft a broadsword. Let's see what we need for that. Some rough logs and rough stones. So let's get some of them. And one thing that I want you guys to pay attention here is that I don't have any premium status to start with, although I should have. I'm not sure why. And I'm playing with about 300 something pings. So I think it's safe to say that I'm gonna lean towards the crafting and sorry. Crafting and okay, where's the training? There we go. Crafting and the gathering and the farming part, because if I'm ever in a guild versus guild situation, I don't think I will be able to do much. Okay, so let's leave the island then. How to check the world? Okay, so I'm just gonna check the hotkeys. So okay, B is to build, N is for the destiny board, M is for the current map, K is for the world map. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. Okay, so it's actually more. It's more lively now. No, they actually added some islands here because they weren't here before. These islands, they're off the shore of the royal continent, so that's a good addition, I guess. Guild, nothing. A is for the mounts. Okay, these ones are for the skills. Item. That's about it, I think. So let's leave the island and go into the town. I can claim them now. So okay. Shoot. Where can I claim them? Damn it. Okay, there you go. Sorry. Let's walk back out. Oh, maybe that's where I can claim my premium status. Well, let's just wait for a while then. And my ping has gotten better. It's now in the low 300s. And so there's another town. Okay, that's not another town. Excuse me. Okay, there. The closest town is the Swamp Cross, which is actually just another beginner's town. You know what? Let's just it's fine. We'll just be in that guild for now. Okay, raid of enchanted resource. Let's see. So, ooh, even the colors are, the colors look better now. And if you click it, it's showing the stuffs better, all the rewards and all the other stuff. Me likey, so. So I think for now I'm gonna go towards the Journeyman Toolmaker part. So let's turn off the adventure mission because it will actually get filled up by itself, and then also the fighting missions and the farming missions. So yeah, I think I'm fine with it just showing the percentage because that's what I'm looking for anyway. So I think for now we have to make a lot of, I'm not sure what, oh okay, the number there is just showing the amount of item. So I think I have to gather some more rough stones to make some more, to make the beginners tools. Oh yeah, I'm gonna claim the reward. No. So we got the gold and we now have premium, which we should definitely take advantage of. It's only 30 days. Let's get some cloth then, maybe. And now the premium bonus is actually randomized, so you will not always get double the resources. I think that's probably fine. And I think they're just trying to make, at least that's what I feel, is that they're trying to make people to get premium so that they'll get more resources. And even the premium has been nerfed now, so that you will not always get double the amount that you should have gotten without the premium. So there's that. And what is this guy? Okay, Royal Crafter. Well, I really have to say though, it's really nice. The new UI. So I just need 6 more rough stones. Now let's go outside. And a lot of the new loading screens, I really like them. I guess if my memory was correct, they actually did not show the name of the location that we're going in. When it was still in the closed beta. Well, for the closed beta, I actually played only 30 days in each closed beta because, well, the premium only lasted 30 hours. 30 days. So that, and I don't want, because there will be a server wipe anyway. So I was like, okay, well, let me just play through that 30 days, and then I'll just stop playing. You know, wait until the real thing come out. I mean, wait until it's open beta. And now that it's open beta, I'm gonna keep playing. So we have the axe, we have the hammer, we need the pickaxe, and as well as the sickle. Okay, there you go. Then they also kind of changed the layout of each, you know, where the dungeons are located, I think. And guys, believe me guys, the early game in this game is always the hardest because you can only gather so much because, well, your backpack is pretty limited. But once you have completed some buy orders in town, you know, or maybe you sell some of the resources, because usually at the start of the game you can only, sell the stuffs that you gather from the, from wherever you are in the market, and then people that are maybe too lazy to gather them themselves will buy them. Well, at least that's what I did. I mean, there will already be a lot of buy orders to start with. I mean, I think that's what happened at the start of the game, and then well, as I've said that this game it's all player driven, so you can sell. Okay, I didn't get those rough stones. Now, whatever you sell in the market, they will be bought by the other players, and then they might sell it again, or they might use it to do whatever, and they might actually get even more money out of it because, well, maybe they use it to okay, I think the currency is called, well, I forgot what the currency is called, but they might use it to gather better stuff because maybe they didn't have the tool that they needed, and then they'll gather maybe a lot of cotton, and then they'll craft the armor that you actually need, and then you'll actually find them in the market and you can just buy them. So this is where this game is. This is why this game is a sandbox game, because there's no one set path for you to go. You can go, all around. All around the Destiny board. Well, of course, you want to, at first specialize in something, so that you can get the most out of it, and then you can go for the other stuffs. Okay, for me, So usually what I like to do, when I'm not recording and when I'm playing this game, I usually like to turn off the music in the game and then just listen to Spotify. Since yeah, I really like to just gather stuff and then craft stuff and then sell them in the market. So that's why in a week, so there are 7 days in a week. Duh. I've only set like 1.5 days to actually actively hunting monsters for their silver. Oh yeah, it's called silver. Yeah, because I need some good weapons to actually kill off some of the higher level monsters out here to gather their leather. So usually I will set off like one day and a day and a half to do that, so that when I have to gather ladders that are of higher level, yeah, I will be able to gather them with ease. So well, here's what I've said. We've only gotten about let's see, 100 something resources, and then it's already, yeah, we're already overloaded. So the first, I would say the first turning point in the game is when you get your first mount. I mean, especially the ox, not the horse, because the ox actually gives you way more. What's that thing called again? Gonna show again. Okay, I'm just gonna put them here for now. At first, when you don't have that that many resources, you can just put them randomly in the chest. Where was I again? Okay, yep. The mount. And the second turning point, I would say, it's when you are able to craft items that are of tier 4 and up. Because that's when you will start to make a lot more money. Because there are a lot of different, well, if you can see here, there are a lot of different branches. So this is level 3. And then this is the level for the adepts level. There are many different types of weapon that you can craft. And believe me, in the market, whichever town that you will end up in, based on where your starting area is or based on the guild that you join, there will always be 1 or 2 types of those weapons that are pretty low in supply, so you can make them and sell them for a pretty high price. Since the supply is low, maybe the demand is low, that's why the supply is pretty low. But there will always be that 1 or 2 players that will be buying that that weapon that you put up. Okay, so what I did in my in the previous closed beta, so I've only played in 2 closed betas, so that's not a lot. I've played in the previous one, which I think started in May or April. Okay, sorry, I'm pretty bad with dates, so I've played in the previous 2. I mean, previous to closed betas, and the first one I was a fire mage, and then I was actually, yeah, I did a lot of hunting, as in killing the monsters and gather their silver, because I was playing it with my younger brother then, so I was a fire mage, and then okay, it's a 99%, nice. So I was a fire mage and then he was a thief, and that's not really the best combination because it's all just damage. There is no sustain. and I like the new audio that I put in. I'm really sorry guys, I'm just not having the best day. Yep, sorry, where was I? Yeah, I was fire mage and then he was a thief, and then for the second one, sorry, I just have to check something real quick. I have to gather level 2 heights. Okay. And then for the second close beta, he actually stopped playing because he was like, well, I mean, my character was gonna get wiped anyway, so why should I even bother? So he didn't play, and then I shifted my focus towards crafting, and I was like the tools and bow guy. So yeah, I crafted a lot of tools and then also a lot of bows and crossbows. And I made well, I'm not sure if I made my first million in that game. I mean in that closed beta. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about it. Although I know a million might not be a lot because I think I spent like 850 of them to buy a pretty good crossbow for myself. So yeah, I mean, with money in this game, you can do almost everything, as long as you have the levels for it. So I'm just crafting a lot of stuff. I mean, not crafting. I'm just gathering a lot of stuff. And well, you know, everyone. I mean, the founder pack that I got, it's actually the lowest. It's the cheapest one. I think it's $40, 40 US dollars. And then, well, I got 2400 gold to start with, and also a 30-day premium. Well, maybe some of you are wondering, I mean, what can you do with gold in this game? I thought that silver is the primary currency, but it's actually not. You can actually sell your gold to, you know, become silver, and then you can actually buy the mount that I talked about at the start of the game. You know, at these areas. So I actually need more. Yeah, I need some ores, but I don't think I'll be able to get. Yeah, I'll be able to get some here. So well, let me just, you know, gather until I have 100% weight, and then I'm gonna walk back and see how much the mounts are. You know, at this starting time, because well, in my experience, people will jack up the price in the starting town because they know that you need the mounts to, you know, go far in the game. And I would say that's fair because, I mean, there's a pretty high demand. So, well, the supplier has the power of. Is that? I think it's the power. Well, they have the seller's power. And we don't have the buyer's power because, well, a lot of us want to buy that mount. So, well, let's check how much are the mounts first. Okay, whatever. Let's buy some ox. Well, I'm not. Oh, it's only like 3,000 silver. Sure. That's really cheap, guys. So, I'm gonna convert some of my gold into. Well, into silver. Well, let's just do 17. And I'm just gonna get the mount right away. Oh yeah, and remember guys, whenever you buy some items from the market, always remember to take it from the complete tab. And now I'm overweighted because I actually can't use the ox yet. So, well, maybe I can, you know, buy the tools that I need to gather level 3 tier 3 stuffs. Yeah, they're pretty cheap. Let's get another Okay, 2 more gold, please. Sell 2 more gold. I think that should be enough. So a sickle. Okay, I already got the sickle. A scanning knife. An axe. Where's the pickaxe? There you go. And a stone hammer. So they're, I think, yeah, they're dirt chip, guys. Let's take all of them. And then I'm just gonna, destroy the tier 1s. There you go. Let me check. So we need about, we need a lot more points. Well, I think that should be fine, but let's put the ox back in. I think I'm gonna just gather around the town until I can equip the ox before I go to this icy land there. Let's see. Well, the ping is better now. It's in the high 200s. You know, when you get to the higher levels, you actually have 2 different paths that you go. It's the first one is to, to gather higher level materials and try to get your level up, and while in the process of doing so, you can sell off the higher level resources that you got. And the second part is just keep gathering stuff that you need to make lower level items and then sell them for silvers. Well, I tried doing both of them when I was playing in my latest closed beta, and I would say that I think a combination of both is always nice. So you're actually doing different stuff every time you log into the game. Yeah, because I remember I was, I already could make all of the tier 4 tools, and then I think I had a level 5 mount. So sometimes I will collect the items that I need when I'm riding my ox towards the location that I wanted to go. And then of course I will stop at every resources because I have a lot of storage, but that's also a dangerous move, guys, because PvP is actually allowed in the zone where you can get the tier 5 materials. So yeah, well, there's that to consider. And as I think you guys should have known, it's that since they're of higher levels, there are not as many people that can use those resources. So of course the price will be higher, but then you might also have to wait a little bit longer for it to be sold. So I'm planning to play about 2 hours today, so well, the recording will just last about an hour, I think. And then the second hour I'll just try to get all the basic skills, and then I'm gonna, and I don't know what I'll do. I don't think I will be able to do that even in 2 hours of the game, because it's just there's just so many stuffs on the destiny board, and I still don't have my personal island yet. Well, I'm gonna go and talk about the island when I have the chance to. And one other thing that's nice is that when okay, I just realized that it's that whenever you're before in the previous closed betas, whenever you're gathering resources, if you open like a Destiny board or you open like a world map or like just a local map, the gathering process will immediately stop. Well, that's not the case in this patch, so that's nice. What is that thing? Depth pickaxe. Okay. Well, for me to yeah, crafting and gathering itself, it's both of them combined is already a lot. So, well, we're gonna see what will happen then. So, it's at 800. What is untrack? Oh, okay. So let's go back. Well, I think farmer will be one of the most. I guess it's. You don't have to spend a lot of time to be a farmer because you have to wait like 22 hours for your crops to be ready. And so, what are you gonna do? I mean, I think previously it only took me like half an hour to take care of all the farms and all the workers on my island. And I mean, what are you gonna do like for the other 21 hours? I mean. So sometimes people that farm, they will actually be really good at PvP because they don't have to spend a lot of time in maintaining on those stuffs. Unlike gathering and crafting, you have to gather a lot of stuff to improve your gathering skills. And after you have gathered all of that stuff, you actually need to use them to craft stuff so you can craft better items in the future. I mean, I don't really have a script or like so to say when I'm playing the game. I'm just saying whatever that comes to my mind. And it's been a pretty long day, guys. I've been up since like 5:30 in the morning and it's now 11 at night. So yeah, I mean, I apologize if I say stuff that maybe don't make sense, or if I say stuff that are pretty repetitive, because, well, yeah, I don't keep track of what I have said. And I'll also say that it's pretty nice to finally, record using my laptop again, because I've been playing console games for the past month. I mean, I've been recording console games for the past month. And it's also an online game, so that's fun. And since it's sandbox, so it means that it can go like anywhere. I mean, the directions that I'm going. Which I think, yeah, gathering and crafting, but I'm not sure which one to focus first. Yeah, usually salvaging it's good. It's like to dismantle it, and then they'll give you silver and like a part of the what's the word? A part of the resource, like a portion of the resources that you use to craft that item. Damn it, dude. And Well, I think he has played longer than I do, because he already can use that mount. I mean, I'm still pretty far away. And there are some learning points here. So I'm just checking stuffs for... There you go. We need to at least get over that threshold before we can use our learning points to, learn the, to get that license. Well, not okay. It's not a license. Well, too many Final Fantasy 12 guys in the previous part. I think it's like, I would say that's like a skill or destiny. Okay, I think I'll stop answering their questions and just focus on myself now, because yeah, I'm starting pretty late into the open beta. I mean, it's been, I think, a week or so since the open beta, so yeah, I have a lot of catching up to do, but I don't have much time. I think for the first week, I'm just gonna try to, get my how should I say? Try to settle down in this new server, as in financially and also physically, as in equipments and silver. I mean, at least I want to have a stable source of income, which I think will come from me crafting and selling resources for now, because I yeah, because in the, I think in the early game, the lower level resources actually worth more than the items that you use them to craft. To craft with. So there's that. And then I'm just paraphrasing what I've been saying throughout this video. So yeah. Well, I think you got me, guys. Making my walk back into the town. I still need about like 7,800. Yep, level 3. I'm gonna walk back. Yep, and I can check my premium status. Oh, I can actually pay silver to get premium. Oh, this is really nice. Wow. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I've never realized that. I've never realized this before, because I thought you can only buy premium, but apparently, if you actually put a lot of effort into the game, you can actually buy the premium. So I guess sucks to be me then. I didn't realize this before, and that's why I stopped playing, but I should have kept playing. Darn it. Okay, so oh yeah, the hardest resources to gather in this game would be the heights. I think that's pretty self-explanatory, right? Because there are no heights will not just grow around the map and let you harvest them. You have to actually kill the animals that carry those leather. So that's usually, it's I would say it's the hardest, as in you have to spend a lot more time. So the amount of resources that you get per per minute or so, it will actually be lower than all the other resources. And for example, cotton, it will just grow here on the stalk, on their stalks. Not sure if they're called stalks, but yeah, I'm just gonna call them stalks. There's that, and that's a lot of fiber. Let me check if I think the threshold is like, oh, it's now 25%, so you have to yep, buy low, sell high is also a really good stuff. So I think before I was actually making about 100 to 150,000 silver per day, because I actually have a lot of resources stockpiled, which I will use to, well, I mean, every day I will check the price of the tools in the market. Well, I mean, I was the tool guy. I will check the price of the tools in the market, and whichever that is the highest, I'll craft like 10 of them and then put them in the market, and then I'll just forget about it. And then because usually when you have sold the item that you put in the marketplace, they will send you a market notification, and sometimes I go through that as well. And I actually I had a personal island, and then I also I created my own guild, just so I have an extra island to put some of the stuffs, some of the stations that I needed to craft stuffs. And then I realized that's not how Albion Online should be played, because it got pretty, well, I would say I wouldn't say it's boring, but it's getting too repetitive, because I'm just doing the same thing every day over and over again. I'm gathering for like an hour. Yeah, because it's really easy though. For the tools you only need if I remember it correctly, it's wood and some ores or stones. Well, I forgot whichever that is. So you only need 2 resources, and usually there are maps that will contain both of the resources. So I will just gather them for like an hour, or until my weight is over 100%. And I'm gonna go back to town, and I'm gonna check my market notifications, and I'll check the marketplace, and then, well, I'm gonna craft, and then I'm gonna put them on the market, and then if I still have some time, I'm gonna go gather again, or I'm gonna do some hunting. So it's pretty random every day, but there are things that I definitely will do every day, just so I have a steady income. And I would say, if you want to get a lot of money quick in the early game, sell all of your gold. I know, because I think silver, having a lot of silver, like if you can buy your first ox within, well, if you can, you still have to be able to use it. Like if you get your first ox in the first 24 hours of your well, in the first 24 hours from when you sorry, I'm just trying to piece the words together. If you get transport ox in the first 24 hours of your character creation, you will have a really big advantage over everyone else, because you don't have to do what I'm doing now. It's like going back to town every once in a while. And now I'm gonna, okay, bad choice. I'm actually going to, okay, so I have the cottons. I'm gonna go to like the crafting, the weaver, to process them. And I also want to see how many resources do they need to craft the higher level items now, because yeah, I think it changes from patch to patch. At least that's what I experienced in the past. Walking pretty slowly. And finally, yep, 1 for each, 2 for 1, damn it, 3 for 1, yep, it's still pretty normal. I'm not sure about the tier 4 though. Well, I guess I'm gonna figure that out when I get there. And I'm a journeyman refiner. Well, so I'm still walking pretty slowly back. So I think that's a good thing to do as well, to get my adventurer level up. Just walking pretty slowly. Let's get like half of it, like 90. Well, at least I'm walking faster now compared to before. Well, that's a lot of fame. So I'm gonna put them back, and now it's time for the logs. I'm gonna bring some of these as well. And well, never mind. Let's split them. Well, it's at least I'm walking faster now. So I think by the time you see me in the next video, I will already be on my ox. And Poch, it's just my character name. I've been using it since I think junior high, if I was right. Okay, let's cancel that. I need 1. Yeah, at first it's actually called Pochi Tea. It's like a tea brand here in the place that I come from, but then there's no H actually in the Pochi Tea itself. And I just like the sound, like Poch, Poch, Poch. And then I felt that the tea is like it doesn't make sense, so I was like, well, fuck, sorry, screw the tea, and I just took it off. And then Poch is, well, it sounds like a better name to me. So 300. Yeah, so I'm just saying a lot of weird stuff that you guys might not understand. I don't know, my brain doesn't follow a script at all. And our first limestones. Okay, just a really quick overview for the crafting. In this game, it's that for crafting, you will not be using stones. Stones are only used to build buildings. Whether it's in your guild island or your personal island, you will only use the stones to build buildings, basically. And the rest of the resources like wood, cotton, well, it's called fiber. Okay, lumber, cotton, leather, and ores. Here they will all be used in one way or another to, for weapons. So let's go out. I'm gonna do another gathering run until I get to 100%, and then I'm gonna just stop the recording right there, and then just focus on gathering and refining resources. For the second hour that I'm planning to play while I'm not recording, I don't know, I think I feel like I need to put on some music that will pump me up, because I feel like my eyelids are coming down by itself, which I don't want them to be, because, well, I've just activated my premium status. So my end goal for the first month is to be able to buy this 1.128 million. Yeah, I want to buy that 3-month premium, so that for the next 3 months my goal is to get the 6-month premium, and so on and so on. I think it's just to reassure myself that I'll be I'll have premium for a longer amount of time. Somehow I'm having some difficulties in looking for the treasure resources. And 14 to I'll say 10 to 30, it's like the normal amount of people you'll find on each map. Each map outside of town, when it's still pretty early in the server, because when it was in closed beta, during the later half of my premium stage, during the later half of my premium period, I think the most that I found in each map was 5 to 6. And there are some maps there. There were some maps that I was the only person there, so yeah. But I hope that it being an open beta, it will be different this time. Okay, sandbox game. So I would say the thing that comes closest to the sandbox game that I've played before Albion Online will be Rim World, as well as what's that thing called? Don't Starve Together. So yeah, I've played those two for a pretty long, well, not long amount of time. I think combined it's 100 something hours on Steam. And that's really different from Albion Online, guys. Or I should say, Albion Online is really different from those two games because, well, there are no mods, first of all, and there isn't really a way to make it easier on anyone because you still have to, level up the gathering skills and whatnot. And we used to be able to level up the skills even if we haven't used that skill at all in game, because there was no threshold like this line here. It wasn't there, so you can just suddenly maybe one day when you log in, you say, oh, I want to know how to craft a tier 5 bow, and then you will just spend your learning points on crafting level 3, level 4, and then level 5 bow. So it actually makes the game a little bit pay to win, because you need to buy you can just get the premium and then a lot of learning points, and then learn all of the skills without having to invest as much time as other players in the game. So I think by putting that threshold there, it's a good decision by the game developers. So I'm just gonna walk back now. Yep, 5,000 more. So 5,000 more. Sorry, yeah, I'm not even speaking English correctly now. So yep, just walking towards the town. Yep, let's not do any more gathering because I'm full. Well, there you go, guys. That's like this is the first video of my new Albion journey, where I think my end goal for each month is to being able to extend my premium period, which I would say it's pretty sad considering that you actually you're playing the game just so you can continue playing the game. You know what I mean. So yeah. Well, that's about it, guys, for this episode. Hope to see you in the next episode as well, as we continue on our journey in the Albion Online. Well, in the next video you'll see me riding this bad boy right there. Bye bye, have a nice day. Ciao.